Thank you, Mother, Father, God. Thank you, Archangels and Ascended Masters, for the perfect grace, perfect clarity, perfect peace that's here for each of us right now. Thank you to the angelic realm, the elemental realm, our ancestors, spirit guides, animal guides, and guardian angels. We thank you for this opportunity for wonderful peace. We thank you for this opportunity in this moment for lovely joy. And we welcome help in all ways. We welcome the peace that is already available to us being present in our consciousness. We choose to release anything that we've been taught around the distance between ourselves and good. We let that idea of distance dissolve, and we see that the good is right here, right now. And we see ourselves included in the good. And we choose to spend this time right now with an absence of criticism. We choose to pause any self-criticism or criticizing others or criticizing life. And we choose to do the opposite. We choose to encourage, we choose to be grateful for all the good, and we see goodness happening. And we choose to not see that as learning a lesson, but very simply allowing the highest good to come forward, the most flow, the most peace. So if we could just take in a breath, if we could take a moment, perhaps with a smile, to recognize that we're human, that stuff's happening, and we could take another breath. And with the exhale, we'll say out loud, "Thank you, angels, for being with me right now." Wonderful. So if we could feel this team of angels being right around you, Archangel Ariel, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Haniel, Raphael, Raziel, and others. If we could just breathe into this team of angels being with you right now, and the sense of them making contact with your body, and perhaps them forming a tight angelic circle with you in the middle, whether we see that, feel that, hear that, or know that. And if we could feel the angels being right around you, and them giving you in the most warm and loving way possible an angelic squeeze. And like toothpaste, if we could notice anything that's full of tension, maybe moving away. If we could feel our bodies relaxing with that angelic contact. So if we could breathe in and notice what it's like to be loved right now. Let's breathe in and notice what it's like to be connected right now. And if we could feel like husking corn, if we could feel Archangel Gabriel just moving away the energy of other people from today, from an hour ago, from 20 years ago, let's just let Gabriel move energy. Let's let all the angels, especially Archangel Haniel, work on creating flow in your body, top to bottom, bottom to top. Energy flowing, white light flowing perfectly through your body, up and down. Every single cell included in that, every single cell touched. So nothing being stuck or stagnant, no debris being held. Just filling this space of incredible grace, incredible love, incredible peace. So we'll just breathe into all that. And we'll notice the goodness that is here right now. We'll notice the peace that is here right now. We'll notice the joy that is here right now. So we'll just breathe into all that. And if we could notice Archangel Raziel asking for your ear, this angel of words and wisdom, if we could just breathe in and notice what this wise angel wants to communicate with you right now. So we'll just breathe in. Let's notice, very simple communication, but let's notice him saying your name. Let's notice him helping. And perhaps him saying, this archangel saying your name, helps in itself. Wonderful. If we could take in a breath. And if we could notice, he's using the word tattoo, but if we could notice Archangel Raziel touching or tapping into your DNA and infusing the word deserving into your DNA. And if that writes over or supersedes an old belief in your DNA, great. And if we could just say out loud with our own voices, I am deserving. I deserve good things in my life. I might have been taught that I don't, but now I know I do. I deserve the best. Wonderful. So if we could breathe into that, and perhaps we could look at our feet and our legs, and if we could say to our feet, to our legs, including our knees and such, if we could say out loud to that part of our bodies, you deserve the best. Wonderful. If we could say out loud to our torsos, including heart, lungs, all these different systems, all these important systems, if we could say out loud to that part of your body, you deserve the best. And while we're there, if we could acknowledge and thank that part of your body, including your heart. Thank you. If we could acknowledge your arms, including shoulders, elbows, wrists, and hands, and saying out loud, you deserve the best. Thank you. And noticing your back, including your neck, your entire spine, shoulder blades. If we could say out loud to that part of your body, you deserve the best. Thank you. And saying out loud to your physical head, your physical brain, your physical eyes, nose, ear, mouth, throat, lips, eyelids, hair. If we could say out loud to that part of your body, you deserve the best. Thank you. And coming back to the legs, if we could say out loud to your legs and knees and feet, thank you. Wonderful. So if we could just breathe in and notice your physical body being given fresh information. And if we could then very simply address your consciousness, your thoughts, your mental body. And so if we could address very simply your beliefs, your thoughts, your memories, your wisdom, your knowledge, all that you've experienced, your identity, lots of things. If we could say out loud to that part of your being, you deserve the best. And for clarity with that great intellect, if we could say out loud, I deserve the best. Thank you. Wonderful. So we'll just take in a breath and we'll allow ourselves to address our emotional bodies and to everything that makes up our emotional bodies, including elements of identity. If we could say out loud, you deserve the best. I deserve the best. Thank you. Wonderful. If we could say out loud to our energetic body, our aura, our energy field, meridians, chakras, all those different dynamics, Akashic records, DNA. And if we could very simply say out loud to our energetic body, you deserve the best. I deserve the best. Thank you. Wonderful. So if we could breathe in, let's let Archangel Michael treat us like a sponge and let's let him rinse us out. And perhaps what gets rinsed out is tension, is other people's opinions. And those other people's opinions might sound like life is really hard. Those opinions might imply diminishment, not deserving. If we could notice those things aren't really true, there's really not true. And if we could say our own names out loud, I am Mark. I'm not someone else. I'm not someone else's fear. I don't need to hold on to someone else's fear. I'm not my family. I'm not my peer group. I'm not someone else. And saying your own name, I am Mark. Wonderful. So we'll just breathe into that. Okay. And if we could place our attention, well, let's let Archangel Ariel come forward and perhaps her holding on to us strongly. She's saying the word transference. If we could notice three things, whatever that means to you, but if we could also notice any energy we're holding on to for other people in our family, other people, friends, romantic partners, sexual partners, or for groups that you align yourself with, your gender, your culture, things that you're passionate about. If we could very simply let any element of that that doesn't serve you be moved away. Profession, any title, any role that you might have held or do hold, just let any limitation on those things, age, let's let those things move away. And if we could give ourselves information right now, let's say our own names out loud. I am Mark. I'm brand new right now. I know how life works. I do deserve the best. All beings deserve the best. I release adherence to limitation. I release believing in limitation. I believe in abundance. There is enough good for all. There's enough freedom. There's enough fuel. There's enough peace. I allow myself to release carrying excess weight. I allow myself to release carrying the weight of others. I am myself. I allow myself to be loved. Wonderful. Let's just breathe in. A lot of words, but here we are. If we could notice with all the angels that we know by name surrounding us, and if we could notice what that's like, perhaps you in this circle of angels, perhaps all of them being within arm's length of you, perhaps this angel hug continuing with you in the center. And if we could notice perhaps the smallest angel, Archangel Haniel, giving you a flower. And if we could notice the purity of that gesture. And indeed, if we could eye to eye, heart to heart, accept that flower. And if we could notice the brilliance, the vitality, the genius infused into that flower, good job, God. And if we could let the purity of that gesture and the purity and energy and vitality within that flower, the color, the brilliance of it, the mechanics of it, reflect the brilliance that is you. And we are brilliant beings. So if we could breathe in and feel the brilliance of this moment, you sitting in a physical space, sharing an experience with other people in which we're all tuning in and having a different experience, but the same experience. That we can change our focus, that we perhaps feel better than we did 15 minutes ago. Perhaps we know who we are with more clarity than we did 15 minutes ago. Perhaps we don't judge, and perhaps we celebrate and allow, and perhaps we recognize that it's okay for change to happen. So if we could just breathe in and accept this flower and hold that flower, and if we could notice, like a guide, what the flower communicates to you. Wonderful. If we could notice the value of honesty in this moment, and if we could notice how honest you are, how honest your heart is, how honest your desires are, let's notice that flower is not going to lie to you. There's no artifice, there's no deceit in that flower. Let's notice the same being true for you. Let's let the same be true for everyone who surrounds you. And if we could see the end of the era of deceit happening now and embracing this era of honesty, of authenticity, of creativity, and welcoming it. And let's say out loud as a welcome, we all deserve the best. We all deserve the truth. We all deserve radiant health. We all deserve peace of mind. We all deserve love. I choose to live in a world where we don't negotiate for love. And let's say that again. I choose to live in a world where we don't negotiate for love. I choose to live in a world where love is on everyone's lips. I choose to live in a world where love is everyone's first thought. And if you could fill in the blank, I choose to live in a world, dot, dot, dot. Just first thing that comes. And if we could change a couple words, if we could say out loud, I do live in a world of love. I do exist in love. And if we could indeed just fill in the blank with whatever comes, I do, dot, dot, dot. Wonderful. So if we could just breathe in, and we'll notice good being here, like a neighbor, like your heart, like a faithful companion. Let's notice the angels holding all those roles also, as they are right here with you right now. Wonderful. With complete seriousness and with loving intensity, if we can notice each angel turning their voices upward and with the energy of howling like coyotes or wolves with unison, if we can notice each angel facing upward and speaking prayers for you upward to the sky. Prayers for clarity, prayers for protection, prayers for grounding, focus, energy, the highest good, for deserving, for abundance, for receptivity, for allowing. Just very simply just notice that and witness that. Let's allow, as the angels focus up, let's notice what gets released down. The energy of other people, any weight that we're carrying. Let's just take in a breath. And let's indeed, with perfect confidence, let's very simply take a moment. Let's just physically look up. And just noticing what that does. And if we could say out loud while looking up, thank you. Thank you, angels. Thank you, Mother, Father, God. I'm so grateful to be alive. I'm so grateful to be right here, right now. I'm so grateful for all the good in my life. I'm so grateful for everything going well. I'm so grateful for your help. Thank you for helping me in every part of my life. I release all that no longer serves me. I embrace the good. Thank you. Wonderful. If we could just take in a breath. And whether we see it, feel it, hear it, or know it, let's notice it raining on you and the angels. We could perhaps notice what kind of rain that is. Water, energy, clear rain, purple rain, red rain, blue rain, magical rain, miraculous rain, all the above. Let's notice what happens with that and to feel ourselves being part of something, part of an experience, included in this experience, a transformation, noticing all the good that is here and the peace of mind that is here and the greatness of this moment. Wonderful. And to each angel that is here, connected with your body, surrounding you, if we could lovingly say out loud to each angel, thank you. And if we can notice each angel saying to you, I am with you. And if we could say back to every single angel, I am with you. Thank you. Wonderful. And with a sense of flow and relaxation, if we can notice perpetual love, perpetual peace, what they're showing as an analogy is the stream in the park doesn't turn off at night. The stream in the woods does not turn off at night. The ocean tide does not turn off at night. That they perpetually love us. And they're helping at every moment, which is their job and their joy. So if we could feel peace, if we could feel helped, held, and loved, and with that, to that, we'll respond with gratitude and we'll say out loud to the angels, thank you so much. I deserve the best. All of life deserves the best. I circulate worth. Let's say out loud, I circulate worth by embodying worth. I circulate worth by acknowledging my own worth. I am worthy. I am. Wonderful. So we'll just breathe in. Let's just notice energy moving, everything being okay, and no requirement. It's okay for us just to receive, just to be, that we don't need to plan, that we could just be right now and let our bodies settle, letting our nervous system settle, our consciousness settle, our emotional body settle, and to be in this field of appreciation and to notice that everything is okay. And with loving generosity and peace of mind and answered prayers and the highest good happening, we say out loud, yes. And once again, to the angels and to ourselves and to our bodies and to the universe, we say out loud, thank you. And thank you, Mother, Father, God. Thank you, archangels and ascended masters, for the perfect grace, perfect clarity, and perfect peace that is here for each of us right now. Thank you to the angelic realm, the elemental realm, our ancestors, spirit guides, animal guides, and guardian angels. We thank you for this opportunity for wonderful peace of mind, for wonderful grace, and for elegant peace. We celebrate the angels being with us. We celebrate things being good. We celebrate the evolution of our consciousness, the evolution of our capacity for joy, and the evolution of us relying upon ourselves, the angels, others, and trusting everything. And having great discernment, saying yes and no, and knowing the highest good exists for us. With generosity, with peace, with love, and with joy, we thank the angels for having so much to say and for including us in all of it. And we celebrate their wonderful presence and their wonderful love. And we ask for this or something better right now in all directions of time. And so it is.